Hi everyone, welcome. If you could put your email in the chat, that could help me take attendance.
Hi, Celine. I have a question. Uh, I have a class right now. I just came because I emailed Dr. Rose and emailed you asking if I have a class, if I can skip this class. I know it's like a part of the assignment, but I did no one get back to me, so I just like left my left my class, and I'm not sure what to do.
Okay, no worries. These meetings are going to be recorded and posted on YouTube, so you can watch it afterwards.
Oh, so if I miss this, I mean, I still got my point on the assignment, or
I think it should
I
be
mean,
fine
no,
as
no.
long as you watch the video afterwards.
Okay, yeah, I know. That was my question when I emailed you because I saw there is like a recording, so I can see it after. So if I can see it after, I'm fine, right?
Yeah,
Okay, thank you. Because I have a class from to 3.
okay.
Thank you so
Can
much.
you
Bye.
just put your email in the chat, everyone else who
Okay,
has
sure,
just arrived?
sure,
Yeah.
sure. Thank you.
Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, let's get started. You're welcome to put the answer in the chat or shout it out. What are the differences between fat-soluble and water-soluble vitamins? Yeah, some need to be consumed with fat in order to get broken down, and the water-soluble ones have to be consumed with water to get it to break down. And they both are stored differently. Fat-soluble vitamins are stored in the liver, while water-soluble vitamins tend to be flushed out as urine, except for two of them, which is B6 and B12. What is the most common source of vitamin and mineral toxicity? Yep, supplements. And the act that says what a supplement is the Dietary Supplement Health and Education Act of 1994. And even though it defines very vaguely that a supplement is minerals, vitamins, herbs, or another botanical amino acid or an extract or combination of them, it's a very unregulated industry in the US. So there's like no system to like check whether or not they are what they are putting out there aligns with what they are selling. How is sparkling water advised to not be consumed by itself? Like, why should we not drink carbonated water by itself? Yep, it's acidic. It's acidic because it has carbon dioxide, which has a low pH, and that's enough to erode teeth. And that's why they recommend you eat something while you drink sparkling water. What two hormones participate in fluid conservation? Antidiuretic hormone and aldosterone. So ADH, when there's a lot of solids in the blood, it's telling the kidney to stop excreting a lot of water so you could maintain your blood volume. While the aldosterone, when your blood volume is low, it tells the kidney to conserve sodium and water to increase blood volume. What is hyponatremia? Yes, low salt or like low solutes, low electrolytes. And it's another form of dehydration where you're drinking so much water, but your body is not maintaining it because there's not enough electrolytes or solutes or salt in your body to maintain that water. And this could lead to swelling in the brain, nerves, fluid in the lungs. Okay, next section, vitamins. What are the differences between retinoids and carotenoids? And what vitamin is this one? Yep, vitamin A. Yeah, one retinoids is a form of animal products, and the other one, carotenoids, is a form from plants. Retinoids are more bioavailable, which means that it's easy for our bodies to process and use, while carotenoids, they are less easy to access, so they're less harmful and they store longer in our bodies because they're not very bioavailable. How is vitamin E an antioxidant? Yep, it donates electrons to free radicals to make cells more stable. There's another vitamin that does this, as well as a mineral that does this. Do you know what they are? What the other vitamin and the other mineral? It is vitamin C and selenium. Yeah. How is vitamin D created? Yep, the vitamin D precursor in our skin. When it's exposed to the sun, it travels as an inactive vitamin D3 to the liver, where it travels to calcidiol in the kidney to become an active form of vitamin D. And that's how we use it. It's important to get sunlight for that reason. How does vitamin D regulate calcium? Yeah, it controls how much calcium gets absorbed in the small intestines, as well as how much calcium is excreted in the urine. And it increases osteoclast activity, which causes the release of calcium for bones in the blood into the blood. Because our calcium storage is mostly in our bones. 1% of it is in our blood, which is the 1% we use all the time for like muscles, contractions, as well as like other things. And if that 1% is low, it takes it from our bones. What vitamins and minerals in grains are enriched when you remove bran, germ, and husk? Yep, folate or folic acid is one. Iron, that is also that's the mineral. And the last two are riboflavin and niacin. Next section, minerals. What minerals do we consume to maintain fluid balance? And this is what you think of when you look at a cell. What is it primarily made of? Like what solutes is it made of to get the water inside or out, balance it out? Yep, sodium's one of them, and there's two more. Potassium, and anyone can guess the last one? Yep, chloride. Those are the three. How are minerals stored? Yep, some are stored in the bones, and those are calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, and fluoride. Some are stored in the liver, which is iron, copper, zinc, and some trace minerals, and the rest are stored in tissues and allow them to maintain in the bloodstream. So unlike vitamins, these don't really get flushed out consistently. They stay in our bodies. What is the protein that carries most of the body's copper in the blood? Not hemoglobin. That one carries iron, which carries blood. There's another one. Ceruloplasmin. And does anybody remember the disease you get when you have low ceruloplasmin? It's a disease. Yeah, Wilson's disease. Okay, next one. What regulates thyroid hormone? I'll give you a hint. They enrich it in, well, yeah, the pituitary gland, but what mineral regulates thyroid hormone? Which one do you have to consume so your pituitary gland doesn't grow? I mean, your thyroid doesn't grow. Yeah, iodine. And when it grows way too big because you don't have enough iodine, it's called goiters. What are the functions of zinc? Yep. It supports the immune system, it creates DNA, and helps with DNA function, protein metabolism, wound healing and growth, development of bones and reproductive organs, storage, release, and function of insulin, cell membrane structure and function. And it's an important cofactor in antioxidant reaction with white blood cell formation. Okay, these are the sections about nutrient deficient diseases. What is pellagra? Which nutrient is associated with it? Yep, niacin, and it causes scaly skin with symptoms of dermatitis, diarrhea, dementia, and death. And usually, all four of these D symptoms could be affiliated with a lot of nutrient deficient diseases. What is beriberi? And which nutrient is it related to? Yep, a thiamine deficiency, and it prevents glucose from being metabolized into ATP, resulting in weakness, loss of appetite, irritability, tingling, and loss of muscle coordination. What is osteoporosis? Weak bones, porous bones, yeah. It's porous, fragile bones due to low mineral density. People call it a pediatric disease with a geriatric consequence. Do you guys remember what that phrase means? It basically means that as you're growing up as a child, you are consuming a lot of calcium, phosphorus, and a lot of minerals that get stored in our bones. And at some point when we stop growing, our bones stop growing like around age 25 or I think like between 18 to 25. Um, then your body does not replenish that resource. So if you get very low density to start with, you don't have a lot of storage throughout. Yeah, and it can affect older people if you don't do the right thing when you're younger, like if you don't consume enough nutrients. And it also happens mostly in women when they go through menopause because they use more like of the minerals stored in bones. And prevention for that is besides like consuming a lot of nutrients, because we're all past the stage where we can do that, it's that you just participate in a lot of weight-bearing physical activities. Like a lot of astronauts, they get a lot of low bone density because calcium is being leached from their bones. It's not, they're not putting weight on it. So it's important to put weight on your bones to keep them. What causes scurvy? Yep, vitamin C deficiency. It causes reduced collagen synthesis, bruising, bleeding, gums, and poor wound healing. And this is actually one of the nutrient deficient diseases that is reversible. So, like a lot of doctors who give sailors like oranges after they come back, they could reverse a lot of these symptoms. But some nutrient deficient diseases, like osteoporosis, is not reversible, unfortunately. What causes megaloblastic anemia? And if I think there's two nutrients that if you lack both of them causes this. Yep, vitamin B12 is one of them, and folate. So if you don't consume enough vitamin B12 and folate, your red blood cells, they will remain very large and immature because they're unable to divide. Okay, this next section is fitness and sports intro. What is exercise? And how is it different than like just moving around every day? Yeah, running, working out. It's specifically physical activities that are planned, repetitive, and intended to improve physical fitness. What is the FITT principle? FITT is like an acronym, and this principle is used for developing a balanced fitness program. Yeah, creating fitness plans, frequency, intensity, time, and type of exercise. Yeah. And even if you like do the same exercise every day, that's like better than nothing. But like if you want to improve your overall wellness, doing a diversified fit program will help you maintain wellness. What are the benefits of flexibility exercises? Balance, yeah. Improve mobility and stability, injury prevention. Y'all nailed it. It's important to Practice flexibility exercises because as you age, your joints will not maintain the full range of motion, the potential it has. So maintaining that does all the things you guys talked about in the chat. What energy compound would you use for the first 15 seconds of the burst of activities, like jumping? Yes, phosphocreatine. During heavy exercise, which macronutrient is metabolized primarily by skeletal muscles? And this is referring to that chart she showed us with all the pluses and minuses about what our like brain or heart or muscle prefers the most out of the three macronutrient. Yep, carbohydrates, glucose. And knowing what is preferred is helpful for if you need to do like a very heavy brain activity, like take a test, or like if you need to a burst of energy to go hiking or something, like knowing your muscles will need glucose, it helps you figure out what food to fill your body with. Okay, we are all done with our Jeopardy questions. Does anyone have any questions before your midterm? And if you do not, you're welcome to make sure that your email is in the chat and you guys are welcome to leave. I do have a few more minutes for if anyone has any other questions. Of course, thank you guys for coming.